Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to talk to you about Toriko Manga chapter 335. Now, we don't get round to straight away. We have gone off slightly and we get to learn a few things. We get to see a few things for the first time in this chapter of Toriko. So the chapter starts off and the narrator, he's telling us how something has triggered the activity of all the eight kings. Now, he goes on to mention that how this trigger could have been the new cry of the newborn Harak, or it could have been the dance of the Monkey King Bambino, or it could have been the reawakening of Toriko 2 years ago, or it could have been all of these things. But something has triggered the activity of the eight kings, and now we get to see in this chapter all the different eight kings. We get to see the king well, and that is said to be the strongest of all the eight kings. Now, I'm a bit baffed because I thought that it was going to be the battle wolf that was the strongest, but apparently not. We also get to see the emperor crow, the mother snake, the land shark, and the battle wolf is in there as well. Now, all of these eight kings are big as they're just huge. They're massive, massive, massive creatures, and they're just huge. And like, so everyone is seeing like the eight king of their area, of the exception of Toriko and Star Jones, who is in the face of two eight kings. They got the land shark on their area that they're on, and behind the land shark was standing the battle wolf. And now the rest of them are just looking at the eight kings for the moment. But in this chapter, we do get to see that how Toriko and Starjung are the on it. They're basically the on it. They want to attack the land shark. And now Toriko says in this chapter that how if he was by himself, he would have passed on fighting it, but because he's with Starjung, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind fighting it. He wants to taste it, especially because it was part of knocking Master Juro's full course. Now, to that, I gotta say, Toriko, you couldn't handle the Harak by yourself, and you struggled with Bambino, with your boys. Now, to think that you want to tussle with the land shark, ooh. Did you get that much of a power up for meeting Peer now? Don't get me wrong. If you can do it, Toriko, by all means show me, but for now, I'm going to say you're going to lose this fight, even with Starjun, but hey, I could be wrong. In the rest of the chapter, we do finally get to see what's going on with Terry, Quinn, and Kiss. Now, it looks like they've been training with Bambina in a hyperbolic time chamber, to say the least. Like, they're in this area, and it looks like they've gotten bigger. And yeah, they're just training with Bambina, and because they have grown in because they look so much bigger than the last time we see them, it's obvious that some time has passed for them. So that's why I call it a type of hyperbolic time chamber, because in Dragon Ball Z they have the hyperbolic time chamber, and where they have a year in the hyperbolic time chamber is equivalent of a day in the real world, so to say, and they're in this space, so that's why I call it a hyperbolic time chamber. So I was right, Bambina's training them. Yeah. In the last bit of the chapter, we flip back to Neo's base and we see Teppei. So it looks like Teppei hasn't been under the influence of Neo. He's been doing his own thing, working behind the scenes. So him crushing Komatsu's heart seemed like a his legitimate way of trying to save him. So yeah, but we see him in this chapter. He's met up with another chef. I've forgotten his name right now, but he's not under the influence of this bacteria either. And Teppei is just telling him that, yo, I'm one of the good guys. I see that you're not under the influence of the bacteria. I just need to ask you something. Like, what did you see in Area 1? Now, if you've come to this review hoping for an answer of what that thing was on the last panel of the chapter, you have come to the wrong place. I have no idea what that is. It looks like a rotting gourmet cell monster. That's what it looks like. This chapter was random, but it was a good random. I liked it. Obviously, I thought we was getting round to, but we didn't. We got this chapter instead, but it was good. I liked it. Slightly better than usual. It was nice to see the remaining 8 kings, so I'm going to give it a 3.5 star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for Toriko manga chapter 336. So we know that Area 1 is the continent where it all began, and is supposedly the area where the Dragon King Darius has been roaming all this time. During the chapter, we learn of some other things that could be the cause to why all the kings have been on the moves now. Tepe mentions because of the upcoming gourmet eclipse, because of the cooking that is going on in Area 6, and I think there's some other things that he mentions as well. Out of all the reasons that we've gotten so far from this chapter and the previous chapter, I like the reason that the fact that it might be because the gourmet eclipse is coming about, and you know how the world might end when the gourmet eclipse happens. The world might get eaten when the gourmet eclipse happens. So I'd like to think that this is the reason why all the 8 kings have become active, because you know their lives are on the line. Might not be the reason, but I like that reason so far. So we also find that because Tepe still wants to know, what did Naka, this chef, what did he see? I'm going to call him Naka, and his name's a bit longer than that, but I'm going to call him Naka. Tepe wants to know what Naka saw while he was in Area 1, and all Naka can say is that he's scared. Whatever Naka saw scared him, and he fully believes that there is nothing and no one that can stop this thing. And to this, Tepe says, yo, I know you think that this thing that you saw in Area 1 is just like the ultimate predator, but I know guys who just cook this thing and eat it with no problem, so don't worry about it. And when Tepe says these things, he's referring to the Heavenly Kings here, Jiro and Jiro's partner. Yeah, this is who he's referring to when he says these things. We see that how, well, first Joa, she knows that someone has infiltrated Neo, and then as the chapter goes on, we see how Tepe is trying to escape with Naka, and as he's trying to escape, he runs into, I suppose it's one of Neo's subordinates, and this spider, because that's what this thing looks like, it is a spider, has some interesting abilities, which I think calls playback, where he can play, pause, rewind, fast forward. He's basically like a tape recorder, or I know tape recorders don't exist anymore, so let's call him a, no, because he doesn't play music, but let's call him an iPod where you can play. I said it already, but yeah, he manages to capture Tepe, and it looks like Tepe is done for the most part, and it's only because of these hacks abilities, really, because he attacked, his attack failed, so the spider rewind and therefore attacked again because he knew where Tepe was going to go, and he was able to capture him. So it looks like Tepe is done for the most part, and that's when Midra and one of Midra's subordinates, they hop in and they basically just take out this spider and the spider's reinforcements, because he does get some reinforcements. And yeah, they take out everyone with gold plates. And I'm thinking, why does a gold plate need to have such a sharp edges? Like it's a plate, like you're supposed to eat some food from it. But I suppose this is Toriko, so everything's gonna be hyped up in a sense. But yeah, they hop in, they stopped this guy, and that's how the chapter ends. So I'm thinking, yo, why is Midra here? Why is Midra at Neo's base? Does he want? What does he want? Like, and he's on the move, maybe again because the gourmet eclipse is coming. So gourmet solar eclipse is coming up. The world's gonna end soon. This ain't no time to be chilling and just waiting for the food to come to them. You gotta go to the food. Get me? We're hungry. We need to, and the food's not coming, so we need to go to the food. Ain't no fast food delivery out here. We gotta go pick that up. But yeah, and that's it really. So I should have mentioned it before, but this spider that Tepe was fighting was once known as a national treasure. Okay, and yeah, and that's it really. So I'm gonna give this chapter 3-star rating, so it's a bit rushed, but I need to go somewhere soon and I wanted to quickly record this. But yeah, sorry guys, but like always, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.